Hey everyone, it's meteorologist Jim Caldwell here in the WKYT Now studio. We have made it to the middle of the week, and before we talk severe weather, let's look at what's happening outside right now. You may have already noticed it. I've had emails about it. I've had some questions on Facebook and Twitter about it. What is in the sky? A little bit of smoke showing up out there. That's what we're seeing from those wildfires. My downtown cam is offline. But anyway, you can see it in the tower cam view, especially there because we're at an elevated level. We're 300 feet above the station with that view, so you can see it's hanging out at that particular spot a little bit better. You get below it, like at the northern and southern split, it's not as extreme, but it's out there, my friends. That's the thing. So if you've been noticing it, that's what it is. The smoke forecast for the rest of the day, let me show you how this plays out. We move through time. Every area that's in orange or a red or a maroon even, that right there is going to be your thicker smoke. And we have plenty of it around, and it's really not going to give us much of a break. You might see it thin somewhat, but it's going to be around for a better part of the day today and into the nighttime hours as well. And that's what a lot of us are going to experience out there, so it continues. Now let's get on track to talk about the upcoming weather, because smoke's one thing, this whole setup driving in here the next few days is another. Notice that it's already cooking out there toward Oklahoma City, Dallas, and into Austin. You've got 84, 85, 86 degrees, even 90 in New Orleans right now. With that kind of warmth showing up, we're going to see a big dome of heat build. We already are, but it's going to get worse. We're going to go into tracking excessive heat warnings, heat advisories, even in Kentucky. It's not in our immediate area because we're going to be right there on the fringe. It's going to heat up quite a bit in the coming days. We're just not going to see the truly ridiculous stuff like they're seeing out there with the triple digits. I expect it to be 100 or better for actual air temperatures. So that's what's sparking the excessive heat warnings and the heat advisories. So with I mentioned this yesterday during this Facebook Live and this YouTube live stream. We were talking about this ring of fire type pattern where there's a big dome of heat that builds in, and what happens on the outer edge of it, we get clusters of thunderstorms that will develop in the zone that's kind of battling it out between some of the warmer and cooler air. It's a zone of formation for thunderstorms. Well, we're going to see more rounds of that activity in the coming days. You're going to get that driving through the area as we head all the way through your Sunday, and each one of those days could bring severe weather. So we have entered, or we will enter officially tomorrow, our first of a few first alert weather days with rounds of thunderstorms likely, damaging wind, large hail, and torrential downpours. These will come in waves. It's not just going to line up and be nonstop rain. You're going to get different rounds of it that will press into the area with some of these thunderstorms that will be driving across the Commonwealth during that time. And again, could be rather active for us in the Commonwealth. We look at the hour-by-hour forecast, and as we do, you can see that today is fine. We end up in the 80s, 70s, 80s, probably mid-80s. But by Thursday, the first signs of thunderstorm activity start showing up. Now, here's the thing with this model. I think it's a little bit too far south. I think it's a little more to the north as it starts to invade Kentucky, but that's wave number one. You get into Friday, we'll get wave number two, and we just keep that going as we work through time here. There's already a slight risk, which is a level 2 out of 5 risk for severe weather on Thursday. You see it poking into Frankfort, into Versailles, over toward Lawrenceburg, Harrodsburg included in on this as well. Marginal risk out for Lexington and as far east as Paintsville, Syersville, down to Hazard as well. So that's the setup. That's your Thursday outlook. Friday has one as well. Slight risk a little higher. As you see there, a zone of thunderstorms likely develops and blows through. That includes northern and parts of eastern Kentucky in the slight risk, so a level 2 out there. The point is, we have a very highly impactful forecast coming together the next few days with rounds of thunderstorms that will line up. It's not going to rain all day on any of these days that are coming at us, but when it does, you will experience some of those stronger to even severe elements. So it could be a very bumpy ride as we head into the weekend and the first weekend of July, my friends. So keep it with us here on WKYT. We will, of course, as always, keep you up to date. You can go download our app. You can find it in the Google Play Store, the App Store. For Apple, you can find it all over there and download it, and that can help keep you up to date. And we'll have updates right here as well on Facebook, on YouTube, on WKYT.com. Make sure you always go over there and check that out. You have a wonderful rest of your day. We'll see you.